We recording?
Yeah, we are. Let me adjust this thing. I feel like it keeps touching my cheek. Like I don't know what that sounds like. I assume Josh is cutting it out.
But you're a close mic person anyway.
There's always a mic close by.
That's true. But you also touch your lips to the microphone.
Oh, on stage?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's from when I was that's from
It's got a singing thing.
yeah. Yeah, it's from when I was in those awful bars. I
Yeah,
should
but
probably
wouldn't-
I should
that would make me not want to.
yeah, I mean now that I thinking back, like that's unlike myself.
Well, that's what every time I see you do it, my first thought is, God, who else's mouth has been on that fucking microphone?
Oh no, but it's all a part of the blackout. Somebody was talking to me on the Tweetzor.
The Tweetzor?
Yeah, the twort. And about like, how do you get up on stage and do that? Like how do you and it's like, well, first of all, I have to do it.
Yeah.
Like it isn't like there's another option where I don't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there isn't a choice where it's like
You still have to go to work.
yeah, that's my job. So
Yeah.
I have to do it. But also, and I think it's just like at a certain level, it's just like you have to. It's a coping mechanism, and I think that like the texture of the microphone, just for example, I think these are all like coping strategies that I have. Because when I describe it as blacking out, and it's like that for Acquisitions Incorporated, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
There can't be any conscious thought.
Yeah.
Which makes it a authentically dangerous, especially now.
Oh, in these tough times?
Well, in times where people don't mean to. There's all kinds of things that get said that people don't need. I'm not even talking about people who say authentically bad things to gain infamy or increase.
You can accidentally say bad things.
You can accidentally, especially if you're in an environment that's hyper time sensitive.
Boy, I thought it was pretty crazy.
And people are providing questions that are like they're giving us questions. I've never seen those questions before.
No.
You know what I mean?
Well, and I thought it was pretty crazy in Australia. Someone just legit straight up asked, who are you going to vote for? Like, did you hear? Remember that? And you probably don't if you blacked out.
But they wanted to know. Like, I can go back and sort of pick it out.
But you wouldn't ask that. No one would ask that here, I don't think.
In the moment. Yeah, I don't think so. Generally speaking, they probably already know.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Right. They can look around and they can see where you live, and
maybe it's more obvious to people in the U.S.
Yeah, because there's a lot of geography
that tells you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and your job and your
Yeah. There are data points.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yeah, when you were fixing the final round game, which I thought was fantastic, because I was looking over and I'm like, shit, Travis and Eric are not going to get this. They're not going to figure this out.
You know what it was? I was back there. I provided I checked the basic cabling and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what it was?
No, I have no
idea.
It
actually was Trav.
Trav fixed it?
Chief Omega Tech,
oh my
dude.
God. I was getting so nervous because they were back there messing with it. And I'm like, they're not going to fix it. This is going to be horrible.
No. They murdered it. And then those fucking Omeganauts.
Oh, they gave the game
launched it into the stratosphere.
The decade.
With the photos of a fucking lifetime at a Keek.
Yeah.
Man, what a good... Listen, it was a good Omegathon at the end of a great fucking show.
It was a good capper, yeah.
Yeah, like it provide like the whole narrative arc was there. I mean, even in the story just of us being on stage and it being broken, there were opportunities for fucking celebration.
Well, that's what I was saying. I started taking questions from the audience, and then as soon as I did, I realized how dangerous it was. But it was fine.
Yeah.
Nobody asked me anything crazy.
No, they just wanted to know.
They have questions.
They just wanted to know.
And then it just makes you sad that, you can't have that because somebody may get up and ask you some crazy fucking question.
Well, just make it
weird.
Well, make it weird, and I don't think that's why people are there. Although I guess I could be wrong. It might be that they are there to see something that they perceive as real. The reality is that we have the questions insofar as like that's something of a script, but our responses are not a script.
Well, but we can go through those and take out like, hey, would you fight?
Oh.
But they're not doing that. Is the thing? Like, those are still in there.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine, and then the audience laughs too.
Yeah.
Like they have to endure it.
Yeah.
They endure it along with us, right?
Right. But there's no questions about Israel and Palestine in there.
Not that I've seen.
Right? Like the hard ones aren't really coming up.
No. Let's see. If I go to strip, what am I likely to see? What incredible ideas. Yeah, I'm so impressed that from the sentence "these orcs are glistening," we were actually able to produce
a comic strip.
Well,
yeah.
understand this. I have 3 items here. I have Shadow of Mordor, PS4 Pro, and These Orcs Are Glistening.
We got all 3 into one strip.
Yeah, that's the triple right there.
Although that's not a great use of our ideas. Like we should be reading these out.
We should be meeting them out.
One strip each.
Jealously.
Yeah.
But there's a couple things. I mean, obviously there's the Thanksgiving.
Yes, Thanksgiving will have just occurred when people read this comic, and it's going to be a tough one, I think, for a lot of people.
Well, it's going to be fucking hard ass core.
Yeah,
is what it is.
Do you have to go to Spokane?
No.
Oh, that's good.
No.
Thank
Brenna.
Jesus.
God, and I was in my mind. I'm like, how am I going to make this case to her that Spokane is a den of iniquity?
Oh, she does now. It is right.
I was like, this is a terrible place.
Yeah.
No, thank you. It's Satan's asshole. We don't want to dwell within. Right? We don't want to burrow into one of the devil's hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
And take shelter from the chaos winds. Like that's not a holiday.
Facebook needs a way to block cities. Like I think that Kara would be so much happier if she could just block Spokane.
Yeah, just erect.
Because she goes through this thing where she's like, I tell her, I'm like, just leave Facebook. Like I have never Facebooked and I've never missed it. Right? Like
yeah, it's like the wall.
Yeah.
From
but
from
there
Game
are some
of Thrones.
people on there I really want to talk to.
Forget them. They're gone.
They're gone. Leave them. There's no time.
No, they're pillars of salt. You just got to fucking look back. You just got to get out. Like
yeah,
you
if you
just
could
got to
ban
escape.
Spokane.
No, but Brenna was like, no, I don't. She's like, there's just too much going on.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do that too. And it's like my mom was bummed out. And I don't doubt that her parents were bummed out, but we have like what we want. This is the weirdest thing. It's like I'm 40 years old now in the same like family type context. It's like what I want actually fucking matters. Like there's something like I get a piece on this fucking board and I'm glad that you guys want me to haul my fucking menagerie over there. These fucking beast children.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not gonna.
Right.
And I'm talking tough now, but it's actually Brenna that did the whole thing.
Well,
she's like, "Hey, we're not doing it," and I was like, "I'm so happy! Like, thank you,
that's fantastic. Yeah.
Thank you for not doing because I don't actually want it to be an argument between us, but you know, there has to be some level of this where we get a vote.
Yeah,
like right.
Yeah. I think that's what this year has been about.
I don't know what Thanksgiving even looks like at my house. I'm excited to find out.
Oh, you're not even going to Grandma Shirley's?
No, I want the turkey to remain with us.
Yeah.
I want to take a turkey tribute.
Not like some Tupperware bullshit home. Like I want the turkey.
No Ziploc
in my fridge.
Yeah, I want the actual turkey.
Yeah.
And there are those who maybe they get a 1/4 portion.
Sure.
Right. If they're able to give me enough valuable scrap.
Right.
But I don't want a situation where they're hauling off like they're, you know, like a raccoon.
No.
Digging into that breast.
Are you even having anybody over?
Hey, oh, yeah. I mean, we're just going to have friends over.
Yeah.
At the house.
Friendsgiving,
as they say.
Yeah.
And who knows? Is that emblematic? Is that about the atomization of, you know, of our culture? Is it about the diminishing of family bonds? Yes.
Yes, it is.
And it's great. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be that great. They can come over if they want to. The reality is that Brenna's parents are at my house every weekend anyway. So
let's pretend one of those is Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, just this is the thing I've realized. It's like you can buy a turkey anytime. Like you could fucking cook a turkey. There's
Sure.
no law.
No.
There's no turkey law.
No.
You can go get a turkey.
They don't just show up tomorrow and
Yeah.
die.
It's not like an algae bloom.
No.
Like there's a bunch of like naturally occurring turkeys.
they only live
just
for 5 hours.
materialize. It's like we gotta catch them all in a net. And that's not how it works at all. They have these birds.
Turkeys are a year-round resource.
It's just a bird.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's always more of this bird.
It's true. The Thanksgiving strip might not be a bad idea.
No, Thanksgiving is definitely in. And then also, did you see mine tweeting?
I may have seen your tweet. I saw some of your tweets about the sounds like you had to go to some kind of seminar.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah.
We were at lunch yesterday because the boys had early dismissal.
Mm-hmm.
And so we went to the club, which is close to our house, and a lot of the neighborhood families are there, right? So you kind of see people you know, and these two girls are giggling and looking over and giggling and looking over, and finally they walk over and they're like, "Hi, Gabe," and to my son, and he's like, "Hey," and then they run back to their table, and Kira's like, "Why didn't you talk to them? Like they were over there giggling and laughing at you and like, you know, looking at you and wanting to come talk to you. And then they came over and said hi, and you're just like, hey.
They don't know.
Yeah, and that's why I tried to tell Kara. I'm like, he has no idea. I had no idea.
No, I don't think that's right. I think that that's a projection. Because if he authentically didn't know, he wouldn't say, hey. That means that he does know. But he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And he knows that he feels something.
Right.
But he doesn't know what it is. Like when I was in I was a kid, it won't surprise you to learn that I would go to parties with my parents, and then I would like try it as like a little kid, and I would try to sit down like with groups of people, like groups of adults that are having drinks and talking, and the kids are supposed to go over there.
Yeah.
But I don't understand these kids, and they don't understand me.
Yeah.
And they're not talking about anything interesting. And I think I understand what these adults are talking about, but I might not. But I have the vocabulary to keep up.
Yeah.
And I get in trouble all the time for this behavior. And I got sent, they had like some kind of a room. It's like my mom was like, is there some place we can just send him? Is there like a room we can send him to here?
Yeah.
And they sent me to this room in this other house. And the room was full of pornography. Like, it was like a cabinet. Imagine a cabinet the height of a grandfather clock.
Packed with
and
porn?
It's like, I open it up, and then on the bottom, it's like typically you put this up, maybe like higher up.
Did they not have kids?
I don't remember. I was literally like 5.
Oh yeah.
I think they had kids, but maybe their kids were dumb. I don't know.
Maybe.
Anyway, I crack this thing open, I pull this out, and I don't really know what's happening.
No.
It's like some kind of like caveman. It's all photographs, like some kind of caveman fantasy thing, and there's like loincloths, and she's like, whoa. And I was just like, oh my God. I didn't know what was happening. I just knew that I felt something and that it was bad.
Something was happening.
And so I took this pornography out to my mom at the table.
Oh shit.
And I was like, Mom, this is bad. This is bad
some
stuff.
crazy shit. Look at this fucking caveman.
So then I got in trouble again.
Oh,
I got in trouble a second time, but it wasn't like my pornography. It was like, hey, Mom, I brought my porn.
Yeah.
Let's all look at it together. Like, that's not what happened. She imprisoned me in a porn dimension. Like,
right.
And I
what
emerged.
Did she expect?
And I emerged from there.
Weren't they like
educated.
church friends?
No, I don't think so. Like I say, a lot of that context is gone. I can remember all the visual stuff, but,
Sure, but
you know how it is when you're a kid.
I don't remember a couple weeks ago, so no.
Yeah, but when you're a kid, like adults, there's all kinds of adult shit that you just whatever. I don't care. But
yeah, so you went to the
no,
seminar.
but I saw something. I saw something similar with Elliot, where we were at Card Kingdom, and we were playing Exploding Kittens, and then a friend of his from school came over, and she's like, Elliot, and she ran over and like gave him this big hug, and then she's like really trying to engage him in conversation, and he's just sort of like laconic.
Yeah,
like he's just sort of like boxed in. Like he's definitely responding to questions, but the rate seems lower and the eye contact is non-existent.
Right.
So they're perceiving something, and they know that they know that they are in a highly assessed
situation.
they know, it's like they know that it's like red alert.
Right.
Like they know that they're on impulse power,
Right.
but they don't know. But they don't know what to do, and they're just like the Star Trek metaphor could be retained. Just imagine just being in front of all these buttons
Right.
with no education of any kind about what any of it does.
Yeah. And no idea if it's hostile or
Yeah, it's the goddamn neutral zone.
right.
But yeah, so we were in this class, and he wanted to know why we had to do it. And first of all, I did not sign us up for the class.
Yeah.
So, but that is not necessarily like a good thing. The class was actually super interesting and useful. It was delivered in a funny way.
Oh, good.
We talked about the penis a lot. At one point, there was
too much already. I want you to stop.
yeah. He just wrote down. Everybody just said all the different words there were for balls. Right?
Yeah.
So his task, among other tasks, is to make these things happen in a comfortable setting. And so he has to like establish all this rapport with these like 10-year-old boys that do not want to talk to him.
Did you do a good job?
He did a great job.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
That's a skill.
Hell yeah. That was tough. But Elliot kept raising his hand, and I was just like, son, if you don't really have a question, like he's like, I want to say dong.
What?
He's like, I want to put dong out there. I'm like, he's not asking about parts of the penis anymore.
No.
It's like that part is over. You can't just throw a dong out there. It's like if you love a dong, set it free. It's not that situation.
No. Dong. What, you don't call balls dong?
No. This is another diagram.
Oh, you
Now,
want
here's the problem. Here's the problem is with this diagram is that it's got like the balls down here, and then it has like the prostate, and then like the penis coming out.
Yeah,
and it looks like a funny ass face.
Yeah.
The bladder looks like these red bushy eyebrows. He's got like the sort of testicles are together overlapped, and so it looks like a weird little mouth hole. And then you got that prostate eye looking at you, and then you got this
prostate eye.
Well, in this diagram, the prostate is the eyeball.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I
can't picture it.
Well,
I don't want to.
No, listen, I'll sign you up. You can go with grob.
No, thanks.
You can go with groborial. But I feel like there's probably something in that.
Yeah, there probably is.
But somebody, I was talking about it on the Twort, and somebody kicked out that old strip that we did where when Elliot was a baby.
Daddy has two peepees?
Yeah, Daddy had, but that's a real thing I said.
Yeah.
It isn't a joke in the classic sense. It's a factual piece of info. Black Friday, Thanksgiving, and then also the human penis.
Yeah, there's the Black Friday deals and the post-Thanksgiving trauma.
Places skulls. I feel like there's an unlimited number of strips to be done about the incredible deals for Black Friday.
Okay.
I think we should get Allison. I wonder what the rules are on Twitch. Could you do like a QVC thing?
Like a sales show?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I wonder.
I don't
know. You can just sit there and eat food.
I guess that's true.
I wonder. And the reality is, materially speaking, between the sponsorships and everything else, it's basically what's happening anyway.
Right.
I just think it'd be funny because I know that Allison is doing those on Facebook Live.
She's very good at them. Yeah.
Apparently, she's just a monster. I think it would be so funny to do like an actual telethon.
Kara bought so much stuff from her.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that she could approach it like completely without irony.
Oh yeah, she's good.
You go crazy with the chat. I think it would be really funny. Yeah, there are some very bleak Thanksgiving strips you could do.
Yeah, there are. We know that Tycho has a brother
who has come up in the past.
Yeah, Anne's dad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so with the new Pokemon, I thought this was kind of funny. You have the ability to care for them, like after, like let's say you fight like a water Pokemon.
An aftercare?
After the fight, you might have to use the hairdryer to blow it off, to dry off your Pokemon. Or you might have to brush them.
Really?
Yeah. Or comb them.
Holy shit.
And you don't have to do all this stuff, but apparently if you do it, it raises their affection, which can mean that they fight better.
The friendship?
Yeah. And I refuse to do it. And so Kara has been she's not playing it. She's just taking them and feeding them and combing them when I'm not playing the game.
Well, yeah, but your attitude toward Pokemon,
Apparently they were all starving.
well, it's been established,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
in this strip, like that.
And that's true, but like seriously, I'm not gonna like comb these Pokemon after every fucking battle.
Well, yeah. You need him. You need him to. You need him to fight, and you need him to win. You're not. This is not a fashion show.
No. Rocky never went back to the corner and like got a hand job. Like that's not what you do.
To your best.
Yeah, you go back, he cuts you so that you bleed a little bit. And you go to the corner, they cut you. Haven't you seen that?
What are you talking about? No. The Cutman doesn't cut you.
Yeah, he does.
No, he's there to protect you. He does. Is there something I don't know about?
What do you think the cut man does?
I think that he takes care of your cuts.
No, I think he cuts you.
I don't think that's true. Here, listen.
They'll cut things to like relieve pressure, I think. I think he like slices pieces out of your face.
Here. No, I don't think that's it.
I've seen them like take a razor blade and like
Here. So let's see. No.
yes.
No.
Mhm.
No. The cut man is like a first aid guy. He's not a person who cuts you.
Well, what does that first aid entail?
That first aid entails putting ice on people.
Okay.
They have that ice. They have that sort of cold thing that they place on you.
He's not called the cold man.
I recognize that, but the cuts are the primary focus of the cut man, because unless the bleeding is stopped promptly, the fight physician may stop the fight and declare the injured fighter has lost the match. So this is a person who does the opposite of what you're describing. Physicians will stop a match for a laceration that is perpendicular to the eye. I see. Most common area of the face to be cut is around the eye. Cuts are treated by applying a cold towel to clean and simultaneously cool the area of the cut, causing a decrease in blood flow. Cotton swab soaked in epinephrine is applied with pressure to decrease blood flow even more. Avatine is put into the cut to coagulate the blood. These people stop cuts.
Nope, you're wrong.
What, do you have another piece of information?
Yes.
But if too many cuts will stop the fight, in what context are they doing these cuts?
They don't cut nowadays.
Oh, they used to?
They used to cut.
Weird. Where are you seeing that?
Hold on. When Rocky
Cutmanlies.com?
When Rocky told Mick to cut him because he couldn't see, that was a terrible idea. Oh. But it was based on something. They used to cut the eyelid. If a fighter experiences swelling, rather than cutting him, the job of the cut man is to reduce the swelling, generally by use of end swell, a cold piece of metal.
Yeah, that's that handle.
A good cut man is able to control the swelling in this manner.
A bad cut man.
It doesn't say that, but there's definitely the implication.
A bad cut. Well, yeah, I think that I think that he's called a cut man, and I think that a lot of people would probably come to the conclusion that it's a man who cuts, but I don't watch boxing. I have a hard time watching that kind of stuff. I'm supposed to be like desensitized to violence or whatever, but when I'm actually presented with any kind of authentic violence, I can't do it.
So I looked up the question on Yahoo Answers. Does the cut man actually cut boxers? And one of the answers is, of course not. Why would that help treat cuts?
Yeah, that's like,
he just cutting more.
What the fuck are you talking?
But it happened.
The whole problem.
But what happened is I saw it in Rocky when he comes back and he's like, "Cut me, Mick," and he has to cut his eyelid because it's swelling. I thought that was a real thing.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly. More lies.
Yeah.
More lies from the elite. Listen.
From the liberal elite.
The liberal elite. They're giving me radically wrong notions about eyelids. Yeah, I feel like those are all good. Even the cut man is good.
Well, I don't know about the cut man. That's a weird one.
I see strips everywhere. I see strip vision. It's like the Matrix.
I see strips.
Just bleeding down.
Wow. The idea that Gabe doesn't want to brush his Pokemon after every fight, I think is funny.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Just give me. I will do it. You don't have to do it. Just give me the. Give me the DS. I will care for these creatures.
You don't.
They have toiled in your service.
I don't want them brushed. It's not that I don't want to brush them. It said I don't want them brushed.
Yeah. I mean, is that panel 2 or
I
3?
think that I don't know.
God, it's such a great line.
Yeah.
That might even be the end of panel 1.
Let me brush and feed them for you. God, they're starving.
Here, I will brush. Here, just give it.
Is it with Gabe and Tycho?
I think so.
Yeah.
Just give it. Give me the 3DS so I can care for these Pokemon that have served you so well.
You so well.
So long and so well.
Hi, Calypso.
It's for you. I did it for you.
Thanks.
So I can care for these Pokemon that have served you so long and so well. And then she just starts singing.
Hi, Calypso.
It's not that. Listen, it's not that I don't want to brush the Pokemon. It's not that. It's that I don't want them brushed.
I don't want them brushed. Is it? I don't. It's not that I don't want to brush and feed them. It's that I don't want them brushed or fed.
No, it's that I don't want them.
The idea that when Rocky went back to the corner, Mick didn't comb his hair and give him a cookie. Like, I think that's funny too. Maybe that's panel. Maybe you do that in 2. Maybe you do. I don't understand why you want.
Is that I don't want them brushed or fed is an awesome by itself. If you cut that into 2 lines,
No, I think you put that in 3.
yeah.
And you put in 2. Like, I don't. Why won't you do? Why won't you feed him or brush him? It's like when Rocky goes back to the corner, Mick doesn't give him a cookie and comb his hair. Well, then give me the yes. Let me do it. It's not that I don't want to do it. It's I don't want it. Right?
Yeah. It's that I don't want it done.
Well, then give me the DS. I'll pet them and love them.
Just give it. Give me the so I can care for these Pokemon who have served you so long and so well. Let's see.
So well.
Yeah. When Rocky went back to the corner. Yeah. Mick probably M-I-C-K.
I think it's just. Oh, I don't know. I think it's MIC.
It's hard to know. What's Mighty Mix Boxing?
Right.
So and they spell it CK here. So let's call it good.
Okay. Yep. MICK.
Yep.
Didn't give him a cookie and comb his hair. You fucking cut him.
I don't think it's not. He's a Cutman. I'm gonna talk to you about this later. I'm gonna talk to you later about what a Cutman actually does.
What a Cutman actually does.
For now, just give.
For now, just give me your Pokemon so that I can take care of them.
When Rocky went back to the corner, Mick didn't give him a cookie. Just comb his hair.
You fucking cut him.
Cut him.
Cause he's a cut.
He was a Cutman, and he fucking
cut him. I got a text from my friend Levin said.
This frame is such a great frame too. I'm going to talk to you later about what a Cutman actually does.
Yeah, that's a good strip.
Well, it doesn't have a first panel.
What are you talking about? Can't believe they want me to blow dry my Growlithe.
I can't believe this new my Growlithe.
Can't believe this new Pokemon
This
game.
new Pokemon game.
I'm gonna blow dry my Growlithe.
So just much like Blastoise.
Blastoise.
So you're saying it's not Grow Live?
What? No, you didn't
not?
think that was Grow
Yeah,
Live.
well, no, I figured Live was a part of it. Yeah, there's all kinds of cool puns in.
It's Growl.
Oh, I'm sure that you are more right than me when it comes to the naming of these mystical beasts. I'm not being facetious.
Blastoise.
Listen,
Growlithe?
here, I can't believe this new Pokemon game wants me to blow dry my Growlithe after
Growlithe.
Growlithe after a fight. I think that's the least you could do for these creatures. When Rocky went back to the corner, Mick didn't give him a cookie and comb his hair. He was a cut man, and he fucking cut him. I'm gonna talk to you later about what a cut man actually does. Just give me the 3DS so I can care for these Pokemon who have served you so long and so well. It's not that I don't want to brush or feed them. It's that I don't want them brushed or fed.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, when I cast the pot, it's like I cast the rod, keeping it hard like a motherfucker gas robot.
I'm reeling cod, today's fresh catch. I mean a podcast, something about nets.
Yes, it gets better when it's winter. I'm fettered by my fish gear, catch and release. Get in that crease when my fish near.
Talk about a plant best laid off that stray. And yes, I crave that tuna with his peck fin splayed. But while I'm glistening from the whole sea, you better listen into TLC.
I got that wild caught salmon. It's tender and it's moist.
Downloadable content, a podcast of choice.